William Gibson story. Try not to be discouraged. You aren't the only one. Many inhabitants of the network tried to escape back into real time. They, like you, didn't have enough information when they made their break for freedom. They simply didn't know how and why the network exists. However, ignorance is not a sin. Let us fill you, a poor prisoner inside the network, into its sordid history. When the virtual reality personal unit came out in the electronic stores, people went wild. Soon everybody had one. When the average Joe came home from the office, he'd strap himself in using whatever program he wanted to escape from real time. This was good. It was like the old video games. You could buy almost any cyber experience you wanted. It was like this for 30 years, with new cartridges and advancements made regularly. Just fine. However, some wise guy invented something called a VR modem attachment, by which you could connect your VR unit into your phone through a computer to interact with other net users. Good. But there were some people, like you, who wanted to have the ultimate VR experience. They plugged themselves in, inserted whatever program they wanted, and plunged into what was called the VR network. By some terrible twist of luck, the first people to do this did it all at the exact same time, causing the different programs and VR units to backfire. In essence, their minds had become separated from their bodies, permanently. They were stuck with no way back in a twisted, non-corporeal universe that they had created. The realization of this drove them insane. Nobody else knew of this, not until the next person plugged into cyberspace to escape the drudgery of everyday life and was sucked into a nightmare. They found, to their utter dismay, that the insane souls that created the network had closed the gates on them. They could go in, but never come back. Decades passed. Entire countries were sucked in. Soon, only we, the anti-VR coalition, remained. And we still do. We have developed ways to discover what exactly is going on in the network. We found methods of communicating with those who aren't mad. They know, as you now do, that we don't really want you back. You're stuck, friend, in a horrible, dark place filled with computronic demons, and you can't ever leave. Try not to be discouraged. The end.